Hey there. So a bit about me. I'm Hitesh, the owner of How2W Digital, and we specialize in generating leads for the financial services niche, mainly on Facebook ads, but we do Google and LinkedIn too. I just wanted to use this time just to walk through a case study where we've generated leads uh, for Postgate Wealth, a financial services company, at around sort of £5 cost per lead, which resulted in £20,000 in revenue per month for this particular client. So the background. Postgate Wealth is a company within the UK that deals with sort of protection and investment type of products. They've tried Facebook ads before and have had a negative experience with it, so they were convinced that it didn't work. They only generated a handful of leads which had poor contact rates, and leads costing around £30 for life insurance, which is fairly expensive. Postgate Wealth was one of my first clients at L2W Digital too. And starting off in the financial services niche on Facebook hasn't been plain sailing. We've definitely learned a lot along the way. So 4 weeks into the campaign, which is quite a long time really for Facebook ads campaign, we generated very little leads. They were very poor quality. However, one thing we did do is adopt a test and learn mentality. We understood that results didn't happen overnight. We therefore started to look at different approaches. What else could we try with our campaigns to see if that would give any traction? We tested a number of different hooks and offers, and we focused more on what the customer wanted rather than the product and features. It's very easy on Facebook and to be tempted to just talk about what you're selling and keep talking about buy now, when actually it's important to think about who you're targeting and what they actually want and need. So once we kind of tested different approaches, 6 weeks in, the leads started to generate in volume, which is amazing. The quality was significantly better. And we also split tested a number of different adverts to see which had a better response. So looking at images, videos, headlines, different ad copy, etc. And basically we struck gold. We couldn't believe what we discovered. We were generating leads at under £5 a go and getting sales with sort of decent commissions too. So from testing a bit more, really focusing on the customer, we really started to see a difference. An example campaign here is we sort of delivered just under 6,000 leads at £3.43 a lead. And that kind of converted around 30%, which resulted in around £20,000 of revenue for life insurance commissions, which is incredible really from Facebook ads. And here there's a couple of ads we've run which were delivered for this campaign. As you can see here, they've both got quite, they're talking to the customer, and there's definitely some strong hooks and offers which make it quite appealing. Here's just an example of the funnel. So we used sort of Facebook ad lead forms initially, but then we kind of opted into using landing pages, which is what worked really well. A user would then be directed to a thank you page, where basically said to them that you can try and book an appointment now, or we'll be in touch shortly. And then we then sent a welcome email just acknowledging the request. So this is basically to explain the ad that they responded to, what the next steps were. So this is ensuring making sure it's congruent, making sure that they set the right expectations. How many times have you done campaigns in the past and the lead has said, I don't really know who you are, I don't remember what you're doing? So that welcome email is important. And then we followed up 2 or 3 times as well via email automatically too. The next step is we phoned them. So Postgate Wealth had a really good sales team who were relentless in following up. You've got to assume that someone's busy and they're still interested rather than they're not. Until you get a categorical no, then I'd keep trying until you get a response really. And we also sent a text message upon initial response, and also tested a few days later to say that we've been trying to get hold of too. And finally, we also retargeted all the leads that submitted with Messenger. So there's a good chance that during the day that people are busy, they're at work, they're at college, so they can't pick up the phone. But there's a good chance that they're actually using their phones. So why not try and get them to engage via Messenger, and that improve contact rates too. So what results did we see from this? So as we saw a few slides ago, we saw an average cost per lead of £5. The email open rate was really good, actually, above 30%. You can expect sort of 10% typically for email campaigns. And the click-through rate was good as well. So within the sort of follow-up emails, we linked to content on the website, which explained who Periscope was, a bit more information on the policy, so that these people were well informed, especially if we couldn't get hold of them within the first few days. And as I said, the sales conversion rate is around 30%, which isn't too bad really in this sector either. We then went on to scale this to generate around £20,000 a month. So we scaled this testing not only by adding sort of additional budget, we also tested different interests in different ways as well. So the key thing is, why did this work? So one thing you have to remember is that people don't go on Facebook to buy, they go on there to socialize. So whatever you put in front of them has to grab their attention. Selling life insurance, for example, is boring. People don't want it, but they need it. So a typical life insurance ad isn't going to grab their attention. They're just going to scroll past it. One thing which works well on Facebook is a killer offer or hook. If you really understand your target customer, you really understand what they want or what they need, then think about something that's going to grab their attention, whether it's an incentive, whether it's a hook, or whether it's something a life event they're going through. Think of something that's going to grab their attention, which is all about them. Upon reflection of sort of Periscope's campaign, we realized that we had a framework that we could deliver profitable leads for our client from scratch, basically. We were able to start small, our budgets as low as £10 per day. We could actually adapt it to other products in the market too. So when it came to doing sort of pensions, mortgages, ISAs, all those other products in the niche, it really kind of worked, which was incredible, really. And it all came down to understanding your customer and really putting something in front of them that they're interested